Hey guys, just a quick video here, unscripted, just kind of off the cuff. Um, I'd like to address a lot of the comments on the "What if Vader survived Return of the Jedi" video. Pretty much every other comment is asking about part two. When is part two going to come out? And I'm just here to say, yes, I am currently working on a part two of "What if Vader survived Return of the Jedi," but these videos do take a while for me to put out the what ifs, and that's for a few reasons. First and foremost, I really don't want to rush these things. When I'm writing these, I want to put out the absolute best quality content that I can give you guys. And when I'm writing, I like to work at my own pace. I never like to rush myself when it comes to what if videos. There's times I give myself a deadline to make sure that I'm not procrastinating. But when working on these videos, it's a matter of I want to give you guys the absolute best that I can give you. You guys don't want subpar content. I don't want to give you subpar content. And another reason is I don't want to burn myself out. That was the big problem I ran into when I did What If Obi-Wan Killed Vader in A New Hope, is I worked to get that out in time for May the 4th. And I really, really pushed myself very hard and burnt myself out. And like I said, I will eventually come back to that scenario and do part two. I have all the audio clips. I just need to record it, put all the images together and edit it. But that leads to the third reason these take a while to get out. The editing can be a nightmare. I am the only one on this channel who takes care of things like editing. Like Thomas, the other half of Concordia Jedi, mainly does live action stuff when we come to meet. Saber reviews, duels, that kind of stuff. So like the content like what ifs, opinion pieces, top 10 lists, that all comes from my side. And I've said this before, but even a simple 5-minute video can take a couple hours of editing, depending on the content inside. So you can imagine how time-consuming a nearly half-hour what-if video can be in terms of editing and putting it all together. I have to make sure that all the images line up with the recorded audio. I have to make sure all the sound levels are right, that the picture quality is the best it can be. And this is a very time-consuming process. I do everything from my phone from an app called Power Director. So I record on my phone with a microphone that just plugs right into my AV jack. I do all my editing on my phone, and I publish it right from my phone. And if a 5-minute video can take about an hour or two of editing, a what-if video that spans about a half hour can take me at the very least a day of editing with small breaks in between. Or in the case of What If Obi-Wan Killed Vader, that took me about a day and a half, and that was on a time crunch because I really pushed myself to get it out for May 4th. So editing can be a real hassle in these situations. Another reason is I like to bring on voice actors. And just like me, a lot of these voice actors have lives outside of YouTube. YouTube's not their main career. I work a full-time job. A lot of our voice actors work full-time jobs. And so they have to prioritize their own lives before YouTube videos. And I completely understand that. I do the same thing. Before I focus on Concordia Jedi, I need to make sure that I'm focusing on my work. I need to make sure that things in my personal life are going well. I got to focus on my health. And so a lot of these actors, while most of them do get their lines to me fairly quickly, a lot of them do need extra time, especially depending on the amount of lines they have for their character. And that's not even taking into account retakes, if I need a line redone in a certain way, or if the audio quality wasn't up to standard. So just getting all the lines together also takes a while. Uh, and I'd say that it's a real labor of love, these what if videos. Uh, I really just want to give you guys incredible content with these what if videos. Like the amount of support and generous comments I've received on just the last video alone, praising the writing, the voice actors, and just everything about the video in general has been absolutely overwhelming. And that to me is a sign not to rush these things. I want to give you guys pure quality content. You guys don't want subpar content. I don't want to give you subpar content. And so I have to ask you guys for patience when it comes to these what ifs. They are very special videos. A lot of channels like Star Wars Elseworlds or Penti Patrol, they can crank out what if videos a lot faster than I do. But these guys also, I think, have a bit more time on their hands than I do when it comes to writing out these what ifs. So what I do to, like, there's like Penti Patrol in general, he puts out a couple what ifs every week, and they are great videos. I really recommend his channel. But I don't have that kind of time when it comes to writing, especially when I have other projects for Concordia Jedi that I'm working on. And I don't want to turn my channel into just the what if channel. I want to be a Star Wars channel, talking about all aspects, doing my Cassius books, telling my own story set in Star Wars. I want to do lists talking about different elements of Star Wars. I want to do crossover videos with other people talking about Star Wars. And so you guys are receiving not just what if videos, but varied content that revolves around Star Wars. So I hope this has given you guys some insight as to why these videos take a while to get out. Big reasons being the writing takes a while, the editing takes a while, getting the voice lines from the actors takes a while, and just the fact that I don't want to burn myself out like I did with What If Obi-Wan Killed Vader. Because when I did that video, I was planning to have the second part of it out within a week or two, but anytime I went back to work on that, I just found myself feeling so drained with the scenario and looking at all the work that still needed to be done with it. And I don't want that. You know, when I'm working on my videos, I want to be happy. I want to be like, oh, this is going to be great. I'm happy that I'm working on this. I don't want these to turn into, a labor. I want these to be a labor of love, not a labor of, oh, I have to do this because this is what my audience is expecting. So hopefully this has given you guys a little bit more insight. I really do appreciate all the support and wonderful comments that we've gotten. It's really overwhelming. When we started this channel back in, it must have been back in 2016, I think it was. Like we started out by the end of 2016. We had about 50 subscribers, and we thought, all right, this is about as good as it's going to get. Looking back now and looking at the amount of subscribers we've gotten since then, I'm absolutely humbled and just awestruck by all the support that we've gotten. And I want to repay you guys by giving you the best that we can give you. So I want to thank you guys so much for tuning in. Thank you for watching this video. I know you guys are asking for part 2, and part 2 will come for both What If Obi-Wan Killed Vader and What If Vader Survived Return of the Jedi. But I have to ask you guys for patience with these videos. They take a while, and I really don't want to burn myself out. So I'm starting to repeat myself here, so I'm going to end it right here. Thank you guys again so much for watching and tuning in. We'll see you very soon.